All right, well, welcome Team ET. Welcome to our bi-weekly live broadcast. Today, I'm flying solo. I'm going to be unpacking what it is that we're offering as part of our Change Lab Mastermind, so that you can see on the screen. Today's the 16th. Our Change Lab Mastermind occurs. We have 3 time options. We'll go into that shortly, but it occurs starting from the 27th of November. And today we're going to be talking about unlocking positive people triggers through this mastermind, through this change mastermind. So team, with that, I would welcome you to sit back, relax for the next 40 odd minutes, and I'll introduce the overall mastermind to you, but provide you with some of the content details so that you get a feeling for what you can expect, what's included for the money, what you can expect as a takeaway, and what is it that's unique about our Change Lab Mastermind rather than the run-of-the-mill change programs that are around today. Anyone that's had any involvement with change will already know there are a huge number of change methodologies. There's a lot of tools, there's a lot you can read, there's a lot of associations around. What we've done is we've looked at it from a very people-centric perspective and looked at how we can really start to capitalize and understand the value that people bring to the change process and therefore make it more successful through that engagement. So on the screen, you can see that we have 3 time options available, and you only have about 1 week remaining to register. So anyone that's wanting to really understand how they can take their ability as a change catalyst, a leader of change within their industry to that next level, this is the mastermind for you. All of our masterminds, and we do 4 a year, are filled with new, I want to say groundbreaking. That might be overstating it a little bit, but new information, new methodologies, new tools that are typically not related to other programs that you're going to attend. So with that said, let's just have a quick look at our framework that sets us apart as a starting point to give you a flavor of why I can make these statements. Excuse me. So anyone that knows me knows that I come out of a rich background of learning, transformation, development, talent throughout my career, whether it's working in the operational side of the business or working in the educational side or in the leadership side. I've had great exposure over my 45 plus years in the industries that I've worked in. And we've taken that knowledge, we've leveraged that knowledge to build the programs that we're offering through the ET Academy. And so each of our 5 virtual masterminds follow this same framework. So you can see it on the screen. We have a pre-workshop set of activities. We have our 4-session workshop, which is live, and then we have our post-workshop activities. So it's really extraordinary value for money. This is not just a 1-day activity. This is something that will take roughly a month and a half for you to work through. The workshops themselves we cover in 4 2-hour sessions. Now that's the meat and potatoes, is one of my favorite sayings my mother used to always use. That's the meat and potatoes, but around that we have the gravy. We have the pre-workshop, the post-workshop, and this is invaluable for really embedding the knowledge, preparing you to embed the knowledge, and really embedding the knowledge before and after the workshops themselves. So we start off with our mini series. Now, if you've done anything with us in the past, you know that this is our trademark. We offer you a mini-series containing 3 videos, 1 ebook, and these act as the primer to get your focus in the right area, to give you the basis, the baseline from which to come into the program, whether it's a mastermind, whether it's one of our development programs, whether it's even a challenge. We give you these mini-series so that you can come in fully prepared, already having a baseline of knowledge, which in many cases, by the way, is what you would get in other programs, right? The whole program is what we offer you in that mini-series. So in this case, I'm going to go into it in more detail, so I won't go through each one on this particular slide, but hopefully it gives you a nice feeling for what you can expect from us. Now, in the pre-work, not only do you get that mini-series, but we also provide you with the workbook. Now, in our masterminds, our workbook is really the companion tool that you use before, during, and after, and well after the mastermind is completed. In this case, it's a 105-page booklet that you'll be using to work through this mastermind with. You'll put your notes in there. You'll have your takeaway actions in there. You have your reference material in there. You have the theory that we'll be covering in there. You'll have the exercises that we work through in there, and you'll have homework. So it's all contained within that workbook. Now you're going to have access to it via our mastermind.com platform, where you will access the program, the mastermind program that we're talking about today. In addition to that, a few days before the 27th, normally we start on the Monday or the Tuesday of the week, and on the Friday before, we do our virtual check-in. Now, in this case, we do 3 virtual check-ins because we have 3 separate time slots that we're running this mastermind. So on, I believe it will be the 24th of November, we will have our virtual check-in. So regardless of which time slot you've opted into, we will be able to meet with you. You'll be able to meet your fellow colleagues on the journey with you in this mastermind. We'll be able to give you some insights about how to best prepare, what to expect, what you will take away. You'll meet with your colleagues so that when you come together in the workshop itself, in the modules of the program, you're already ready to start. We don't lose any precious time from go to finish warming up. Yeah. So we want you to have as much opportunity as possible. And then during the workshops, you can see we cover theory. We discuss that theory. We send you into breakout rooms. You come back, you work in your teams, you come back. We have activities, competitions. You have an opportunity to sit in the hot seat. You'll get coached in that hot seat by whoever is facilitating your mastermind, as well as receive immediate feedback from your colleagues in the mastermind. All right, that's what happens during. Now, of course, that sounds very simplistic. It's a lot more involved than that, and you have the workbook that you're working through as you move through this program. And then after, this is really what differentiates us wholeheartedly from other programs that you may attend. Not only do you have the needle mover takeaway actions that you've identified during the modules of the workshop, but we give you a follow-up group coaching call. So typically 2 weeks after the program, after the workshop has concluded, we will come back together with a group coaching call to help discuss any of your questions, of course, but to help you deepen that awareness, deepen that understanding, listen to the progress that your colleagues share during that call, listen to or answer some questions that your coach may have. You'll have the opportunity to really come back together and deepen your awareness, your understanding, and your takeaway actions. And then, of course, in a lead up to that group coaching call, we also offer you a series 4 refresher videos in the mastermind.com platform, 4 refresher videos that you can review related to the program that you've completed. So not only will we record the 4 modules and put that on the mastermind.com platform, so only those that participate can actually see it, but you will, and by the way, on the mastermind.com platform, we have 3 different sessions. You have a session related to your pre-work, you have a session related to your workshop itself, and you have a session related to the post-workshop. In all, you have 24 sessions under those 3 broad modules that you work through as part of this program that you enlist. So you'll have things like how to prepare best for the modules, the workshop modules, how to participate and be one of the participants that do the hot seat coaching, how to really expand your awareness on the topic, because we offer on that platform, we offer mastermind fact sheets with related but not specific topic specific facts, but related facts. For instance, learning retention. We give you some tips about how to improve learning retention. We talk about neuroscience. These are neuroscience-based fact sheets that you get for free. You can download these. They're part of the platform. You can download them as you come through the program. So look, there's a wealth of material that you're going to get. You'll have, and we'll talk more about it, so I'm not going to keep going into the detail, but here we are with the mini-series, right? So as you can see now, if you want to get your mini-series, there's the link on the right side of the page, just above me up here, right? There's your link to register your name and your email address so we can send you an email with the links for this mini-series. Now there's 3 videos and an ebook. All right, so hopefully take a screen capture. Feel free, there's nothing copyright protected here. You're welcome to take a screenshot of this. This recording will go up on our YouTube platform, so you can go in and watch it again anyway. It'll also show up on LinkedIn and other social media platforms. So feel free, go in, check it out, but you're going to get this for free. Remember, this is your primer. This is what helps you to understand what we're talking about with change. This is a baseline. So in this, as you can see, we talk about failures, we talk about the impact of emotions, and we even give you 7 strategies you can work on. So let's have a little bit closer look. So there it is there, right? So in the 3 videos, we're going to be leveraging lessons that we've been able to research about why change initiatives fail. We call them the 7 most common. They may not be the 7 most common, but they're 7 very prominent reasons why change initiatives fail. Of course, every change initiative is unique to you, to your industry, to the business that you're in, to what it is you're changing. So to say they're the only 7 would be misleading, but they are 7 common across the whole spectrum. All right. Then we look at what is change actually? What does it mean? How do we define it? And then why is it that for some people, it's such an emotional subject? It creates such strong feelings and resistance and resentment and pushback. We look at why that is. We take a neuroscience perspective. We take a past experience perspective. We think about things like biases. We think about things like our beliefs. All of these are factors. All right, so we look at that. And then in the last video, we look at some strategies that you can introduce to help you become more successful with your change initiatives. All right, so they're the 3 videos. Then we also have the ebook. And the ebook I really like because, we go to a great extent to really produce quality material. And I like to show off some of the pages, just as an example of what's inside our products. You'll see that all the way through today. But here's the ebook, right? It's free. There's no cost to these videos in this ebook. We're giving you this as a primer to get you ready. So what we're looking at here is we've taken 9 of the more common change methodologies. Now, change has been around an eternity, but in the last 100 years in particular, there's been a huge amount of study, research done around change and how to make it more effective. And as a consequence of that, there's some very famous individuals that have released their methodology for ways that they approach change. Now, we've looked at 9 of those, and from those 9, we then, at the end of the ebook, we pull out 12 common elements from across those 9 change methodologies. So that in itself, if you're a leader and you're working on change, every leader is working on change today. So that in itself is gold. All right. You can see 2 of the models that we're talking about there. This is just an illustration for you. We're talking about Lewin's 3 phases. We're talking about McKenzie's 7S change methods. We talk about John Cotter. We talk about Virginia Satire. We talk about the immunity to change model. We talk about the change curve, the Kubler-Ross change curve. We talk about ADKA. We talk about the Prossi three-phase change. There's just so many in there. That's all in this ebook that is available to you for free, right? This is your chrono. Now, if you go ahead and you register, what you're going to receive are some free gifts just because we're nice people. All right. You're going to get some doorknob hangings so that when you're in the workshop, in the program, you can put them on your door so you don't get disturbed while you're spending that quality time absorbing as much as possible. Absorbing. You can also see that we have this priming for the event. Now, this is something that I'm extremely passionate about. It's something that helps you prepare your body and your mind ahead of tuning in to whether it's the virtual call, whether it's the group coaching call, whether it's each of the modules online that we do live. This book gives you 5 steps that will help you prepare yourself just before you log in to then make sure you're energized, open, ready to take in, engage as much as possible. Yeah. Now you can see the screen in the background. This is just a wallpaper that we also give you. All right. We give you a set of 4 different colored wallpapers that illustrate that you're here. And then, of course, when you finish, we offer you a certificate to say that you've completed this particular mastermind. So you get all of that just free for joining our mastermind. Hopefully you can start to sense the value that we're offering. All right. So if you've seen our website or our web page that advertises this particular mastermind, this is what you would see at the top of that page. All right. There's a short video there from me talking about what you're going to do and expect as you get in. Down further, there's a second video where I go into more details if you're still interested, right? you can register on this page. This is where you register for the Change Lab Mastermind. Okay, but I just wanted to show it to you. We put a lot of effort into it, so please take the time, look at the link. I'm going to give you the link shortly. You 2 separate pages, 2 different links. One page you look at to register for the mini series. All right, that's a different page. And this page is where you register for the main event, the Change Lab Mastermind. Now, from here, you can also go and actually not pay the money, so physically register, right? So you'll then be taken to a separate site on the mastermind.com platform. So before you pay the money, you'll get the opportunity to go in and look at the product that you're purchasing on the platform. You'll look at the 24 sessions broken into those 3 modules that I spoke about that you would work through if you become a registered member and pay the money to join the mastermind. All right. So on the screen, you can see some of the things that we're going to be giving you as part of this package. All right. Now, this is a live mastermind. The 4 sessions we do, the virtual check-in, the group coaching call are all live. Okay. So this is not a recorded process. You need to be there in person. You will be able to log on and work through the mastermind.com platform sessions yourself. And then we will give you links for you to join those 6 in-person contact points as part of this program. All right. But you can see on the screen the things that you're going to get for what we're offering. So hopefully this is giving you some clarity. Now, here are the 3 time slots that I mentioned. So I think this is, I put this PowerPoint together a couple of days ago. So this is probably a little bit old now. I think we've got about 7 days remaining. But you can see 3 different times available. You can either do 4 sessions spread across 4 evenings, depending on your time zone. It may be afternoons if I'm sitting in the Hong Kong time zone. So when I talk my time, you'll see I have Hong Kong time up there, 8 p.m. Hong Kong time. So depending on where you're joining from, you'll have to work backwards or forwards to work out what your time will be. But we do that because we want to make sure that we give as many opportunities and different time slots for people that may be interested but can't make that particular time. All right, so the first one, 8 p.m. across 4 evenings. Yeah, 8 to 10 p.m. Hong Kong time. The second time option is we do a 2-day. Sorry, the first one is from the 27th of November through to the 30th of November, 8 p.m. through to 10 p.m. The second one is on the 27th and 28th of November, and we do 2 sessions each day. We start at, actually the time there is slightly wrong, it's 10 a.m. through to 3:30, 10 a.m. till 12, 1:30 till 3:30 on the 27th and 28th. And then the third option is for those kamikaze pilots out there that want to do the whole 4 sessions in the one day. We do that on the 30th of November. We start at 8 a.m. We finish at 6 p.m. It's a big day. It's a bigger day for me because for those that are thinking about the option 1, you'll see that I also have an 8 p.m. session on the 30th. So I have 5 sessions that day. So it's there for your benefit. Now, the price, our base price is $5.99. You'll see in a moment that we're offering a special discount. But our base price, $5.99, as it is for all of our 5 masterminds. Now that's $599 US for everything that I've shown you so far. incredible. I think you'll agree if you've participated in any of these other programs. Okay, so let's keep going. Now, not only, and there's the link, by the way, for the page. So you can go to our landing page, our website page, coaching4the4companies.com/CL-mastermind. That will take you to the main event, the landing page for the mastermind itself. You'll be able to go there, register, which will then take you across to the mastermind.com. And before you pay, you can check out the program. You can see what we're going to be offering you within the program, so that there's almost zero risk. Now, to make it zero risk, look at the bottom half of the screen. We offer you a no questions asked 30-day, 100% money back guarantee. If you attend this program and you decide within 30 days of attending the program that you're not happy with it, that you don't believe it provided you the value that we've spoken about, the value you expected, we provide this ironclad guarantee. We don't want people to feel like they're at any risk by participating in our programs. That's why we offer you this. Over the lifetime of providing this guarantee, I'm not aware, now I'm not always involved with the financial side, but I'm not aware that anybody has ever asked for their money in return. Okay, so it's incredible value. Now, if that wasn't enough, here's the discount that we're offering you right now. So this is the page that you would go to. This is sitting on mastermind.com. This is where you actually pay your money through that platform, whether you use a credit card, PayPal, etc. $479. That is a 20% discount. It's limited time only. I have to say, you have 1 week roughly left to register. So it's only for that 1 week period that you have that discount available to you. Now, if you thought $599 was fantastic value, $479 is really just unbelievable. So please, if you are thinking about it, it doesn't get much better than that. I hope that's clear. Now, when you're on the mastermind.com platform, this is what you'll also be able to see. 3 modules, 24 sessions. You can scroll down the page. This is just a screenshot, so I can't do that. But you'll be able to scroll down the page. You'll see you're currently in Module 1, setting you up for success. This is our foundational platform and awareness primer in Module 1. You'll scroll down. You'll see there's 8 modules. 8 sessions. Session 1, download your gifts. Session 2, explore your 105-page workbook, and on it goes. Remember, module 1 of this on this platform is about your pre-work activities. Yeah. Module 2 gives you the information you need for the program itself, the workshop. Module 3 is your post-program activities. Yeah. So that's how it's structured. All right. So hopefully that's given you enough insights. Let's quickly look at the program itself, working our way through the workbook so you get a feeling for what's in the workbook, but also for the topics we're going to be covering. Now, what I can guarantee you is that you will not have attended a change program where you cover the PCCJ matrix or the 3B framework. And probably not the sustainability strategy. Okay? These are theories applications, implementable tools that we've developed ourselves based on our 45 years plus my team's experience in working through change initiatives in different industries, in different countries. All right? So this is not something that we've just stolen from other people. This is not something that we've just pulled together because we wanted to offer a program. This is something that is near and dear to our own hearts, having been leaders of different industries for a lifetime. This is the result. So as you can see, the Change Lab, the participant workbook, that's you, participant, it's your workbook. It's a complete study companion. All right. Let's have a look at what's inside. So first thing you'll see, in actual fact, I don't show you two of the modules. There's a pre-workshop and a post-workshop module, but here's the 4 core modules that you cover during the workshop. All right. Module 1 is all about people-centric change journey. All right. Now that's something we've developed based on our belief that this is something missing within the majority of change models that we've worked with. The second is we look at that people-centric change journey across these 3 stages of the change initiative. Yeah. And then we move into probably one of the best tools that we've come across in helping leaders really structure their approach and make sure that they're effective in leading change initiatives. And then finally, and this is the part that we get so astounded by so often, as John Cotter says, and we quote John in the book quite a lot, as John Cotter says, don't declare victory too soon. Why do people get to the end of the change initiative and pack up camp and say, done, good job, pat everyone on the back, see you next week for the next round of change? This never works. What you need is you need a sustainability strategy to ensure that you really embed, you entrench the changes that you've put in place until they become second nature, until they become ingrained, until they become household commodities. And people work through what it is you introduce as if it's second nature. Now that takes a lot more work than the initial change initiative. So this is what we cover in this program. So I'm just showing you some of the pages talking about our change journey matrix, the journey itself. You see the matrix on the bottom left page there, just showing you an exercise in the middle, and one of the emotions, feelings, change wheels that we use in this book. So you can see beautiful illustrations, by the way, don't you think? The way that we do it, the book is interactive. So each of those blank fields you can see, you can type into your PDF document. So it's there in the book. You can use your keypad to actually enter in content. Therefore, if you ever want to make a change, you can go back. It's not written in biro, it's not written in pencil, etc. You can go back and make a change if you want to update it at some later stage. So that's what Module 1 starts with. We talk about the change journey matrix. The change journey matrix involves our people-centric approach, all right, across the 3 Bs framework. So that's our structure. That's what we want to get you to understand. And what it's really crystallizing here, it's saying that there's multiple roles at play in every change initiative. Whether you're in the senior executive team and you are the original sponsors of the change initiative, whether you're the team that's being asked to implement the change, whether you're the change leader, they're the three roles we highlight because they tend to be the broadest coverage. They're the 20% that cover the 80% of the change initiative. We look at during the three stages of change, and we call them the three Bs, but the beginning, the body, and the beyond. The roles of each of those three groups evolve. Now, one of the things that we've identified over our career is that people often set and forget. They start with a nice introduction, change story. They do the hard work up front, and then they expect that that's it. Well, the reality is that as individuals, as we progress through the change process, our emotional connection based on our biases, our beliefs, our experiences, our perceptions is going to trigger new emotions. Now, those new emotions may need to be dealt with differently to what they were in the previous stage. And it's only once the leader responsible for managing this change process is aware of and can understand that. It's only when the team members who are implementing this change are aware of and can understand this. It's only when the sponsors of this change initiative are aware of, can we expect a higher degree of probability that the change initiative will maintain its momentum through to the conclusion and embed the changes at the end. All right. And that's what we really work on and give you the tools throughout this program to be able to understand and implement and work with your people, whether they're above you, below you, beside you. That's what we're all about in this change program. Okay, so I'm not going to go into the detail of everything, but you can just look at what's on the screen. You should be able to get a feeling for how we progress. So when we talk about behaviors are absolutely key to the way the change initiative unfolds. Now, what drives our behavior? Well, you can see it on the left side of the screen there, using the old iceberg imagery, but it's so effective. So the behavior is what we see, but what's driving the behavior is really so important. And we dive into the head, heart, and gut aspects that provide that mindset, that provide those emotional connections, that provide that instinctive, intuitive feeling around the change initiative to help then determine what is the behavior that you can expect is going to occur. Right? We call it in the tool itself the from to model. So we want to understand where we're starting from. What is that emotional trigger, the behavior that we're going to see now when we first introduce this? And what do we hope to see once it's embedded? So from where we are to where we want to be. Okay. And of course, we give you the platform, we give you the tools that help you achieve just that. Now, this is something that you work with yourself, by the way, as well as with your people, with your team, to help them understand the emotional change that they're going to go through, that mindset shift, that emotional shift, that intuitive shift. Then we come to a tool that I really love. It's called the Behavioral Change Model, BCM, and it's a 4-quadrant tool that really helps you map out the journey that you're about to step through to ensure that you tick off some of the core fundamentals in areas that you need to be doing or things you need to be working on to ensure that this is going to be successful. Right? Like everything, the better you prepare, the better you can expect the result. Okay, again, you can see magnificent imagery in this workbook. This is just showing you 3 of the pages within the 3rd module. All right, you can see the model up top left corner. You can see the exercise in the middle that we worked through. And then you can see another exercise or another theory that we introduced that leads into an exercise called the change story. And we give you a framework that you can build from to build your change story. Now, interestingly, change stories are not a one-time event in a change initiative. Say it again. There is no one change story for every single change initiative. There are multiple times where you need to be communicating with your people involved in the change initiative across the 3 B's framework. All right. And that change story is going to vary depending on where you are on those stages on that journey. Right? So it's very important that you understand how to build this change story, because you're not going to use it just once. You're going to use it multiple times. All right. And then we come to module 4, which is all about building the sustainability strategy. Okay. Now we give you a huge number of tips and ideas that you can use. We give you I think it's a 15-question survey that you can use at the end to help people really zone in and focus on what it is that they've done. Where are they at this moment? We give you an opportunity to create your own blueprint of that sustainability strategy for your own area that you work in. So this is not just some generic strategy that you're going to pull out of a document. During the workshop, you'll have, and for your homework, you'll have the opportunity to build a blueprint for yourself to meet what you require to ensure that you embed the change initiative and it doesn't get lost in translation. All right. So, hopefully you can see the value that's going to come out of this. Now, we're going to be working with a group. We're going to be working, challenging you. We're going to be talking in breakout teams. You're going to come back. You're going to have the opportunity to present. You're going to share information. You're going to share knowledge. You're going to share the collective genius within the group. And that's really the value. Now, in addition, look, here's some additional psychometric change tools that you can actually utilize from different spaces, from different, let's say, experts in the change field. Right? Not developed by us, but these are developed by other experts in the area. So if you want to, you can always include some of these things into your own strategy for rolling out a change initiative. Again, top right, you'll see the Mastermind landing page where you can go and register. There's 1 week remaining, only 1 week to register. If you're thinking about it, remember the discount. $479 is all it's going to cost, backed by an ironclad 100% 30-day money-back guarantee. Yeah, and you get to keep all the stuff. We don't ask you for anything back. So you will be, when you register, when you pay the money, you receive access to the mastermind.com. Those 3 modules, 24 sessions, you have full access to that. Of course, if you pull out, then we'll remove that access. Hopefully that's fair. But as you're working through it, you will have completed it within that 30 days. You will have downloaded all the material on there. So that's all yours to keep. You will have been through the workshop. You will have seen the refresher videos. You will have been on the group coaching call. So I think it's a pretty safe bet if you have any thoughts about coming on this mastermind. All right, so there's the 4 refresher videos you can see on the screen. They're there in module 3. I think it's session number 4 in module 3. You'll be able to go on. And basically the videos, they're roughly 10 minutes each. They go in and they review the content of what we covered in that 2-hour module in the workshop. Okay, so they summarize, they consolidate. Why do we do it? Because we know that nobody is perfect. We know that people don't retain all of the information, regardless of how good you are, regardless of how diligent you are. You might take huge number of notes, you might read, you might participate, but unless we refresh during spaced repetition, there's a high probability that the information you received is going to drop off the cliff fairly rapidly. And so the refresher videos, the workbook, the homework, the group coaching, these are all opportunities to reinvigorate what you learned so that you hear it again. You hear it differently. We talk about different aspects. It deepens that learning retention over a period of time. That's called spaced repetition and learning retention. All right. So we have a mastermind fact sheet about that, by the way, which is included as part of this mastermind. So you can access those videos. You can also see in the workbook the other 4 masterminds that we make available. Look, I'm pretty passionate about what we offer. I believe it's unparalleled. I believe whether you're at university, whether you're at one of the leading private learning bodies, whether you're anywhere in the world, I believe what we offer doesn't really have too many equivalents, definitely not for the price, definitely not for the quality of our facilitators, definitely not for the product and service that we're offering. So I'm passionate about it. I believe rightly so. You can see it. I'm not hiding anything. You'll see what you're going to get. All right, let's have a summary of what we've spoken about today so we can wrap this up. I don't want to drag it on unnecessarily. You can see on the screen, here's what we've covered very briefly today as an introduction to our Change Lab Mastermind. We spoke about reasons for failures, that's video 1. We spoke about reasons for why people get emotional and resent or react to change, that's video 2. We spoke about reasons for success and strategies, video 3. What's not on there, interestingly, is the ebook, where we do the comparison for the 9 methodologies, and we look at what are 12 common elements across those 9 methodologies, just so you can see really the big picture. And then we looked at the 4 modules. We spoke about the PCCJ matrix, stands for People-Centric Change Journey Matrix. We spoke about the 3 Bs framework, the beginning, the body, and beyond. We spoke about the behavioral change model and the change story. And then in module 4, we go into the sustainability strategy, where you get the opportunity to develop your own blueprint for sustainability. So that's what we cover. That's what you're going to get when you register and join. Plus, on top of that, you have our mastermind.com platform, where in addition to what we offered and went through today, on that platform, you have those 24 sessions where we review, we reiterate, we guide, we show, we provide additional content. Now, if you went all the way back to that image I showed you when you join, you may recall there was an image in the center of the page. You get articles. So for the month of November, every second day we're releasing an article about change. you have access to those. We provide a wealth of information that we've researched. We provide you with 2 or 3 pages of reference material in each module of the workbook. There's so much there. There's just so much there. Plus, you have direct access to us at Coaching for Companies if you need support. So we give you our support details. Once you register, you can contact with us directly. So look, there's really zero risk in where we go. If you want to know a little bit more about who we are, Coaching for Companies, please go to our website. That'll give you further insights. It will show you the things that we're focused on. It'll show you our social media platforms where you can go and check out. We have a wealth of free material. It's yours. Access it, use it, leverage it. What we're all about is helping you develop as a leader. Yeah, we're focusing on executive talent, but we work with companies as performance consultants to really help them improve their business results, their business performance. We have a formula that we use. It's called 4XC plus 4XE plus 4XT plus 4XF equals performance squared. Now, of course, next month, by the way, actually, I think I have a slide on it. I should introduce. Yeah, there it is. Next month in December, I'll be doing a masterclass on this particular model and methodology that we use as part of our performance consulting. It's free. It's a 90-minute masterclass. If you're interested, feel free to register for it. It'll break down our formula. It'll show you how it works. It's so powerful, but it's all there for you. We're really all about this, right? We want to help you grow. How? Through providing you the knowledge and the skills to learn, the opportunity to train, to gain that experiential learning capacity so that you can take it away as a leader and apply it in your day-to-day and become more effective. That's what we're all about at Coaching for Companies. How we do it, we have educational programs. We work with the company itself to look at their performance and develop their performance. We work with the executive talents of the company to help them develop. We coach them, whether it's one-on-one, whether it's team coaching, whether it's through group coaching, but they're the services we offer. Check us out. We're excited by it. I'm excited that I've had the opportunity to introduce this program to you. Hopefully you got something out of it. Hopefully, if you're interested and you missed something, this recording is available on our YouTube channel. You'll find it at Coach Wayne Brown is our handle for our YouTube channel. You'll find it on LinkedIn, Wayne B the Coach, Wayne B hyphen the Coach. So please take you'll find it on our website as well, by the way, under the ET Project Live page. You'll be able to go and watch it as well. So please take the opportunity. If you have any interest at all, you have 7 days left to register and pay. At this moment, for the next 7 days, you have a 20% discount sitting there waiting for you. $479 is what it's going to cost you, backed by a 100% money back guarantee. With that, Team ET, thank you for joining me. Really look forward to seeing you as a listener, as a watcher, as a participant, as a client, perhaps, in the future. All the best. Until next time, take care, be safe. Bye for now.
So what are you waiting for? Hit the subscribe button below and click on the bell icon so I can pop up in your feed occasionally with a great tip for your ultimate growth.